This one is Easter Parade, and oh, for Pete's sake, Irene. Oh, I can't get away from it.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Oh, it's 11:30. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. Today, we're headed to Berlin. No, not that Berlin, although I would enjoy that immensely. Thank you. You too. Okay, that is so beautiful. It's not old, but it is beautiful. But that glass is paper thin. Paper thin. Now, I've got two things in my cart, and I'm going to show those to you when we get outside into the truck. And I think I've got that doggone squeaky cart again. You hear it? It's not that, but not quite as bad this time. What are these? No, I think not. Hello, Black Kitty. What is that, a creamer? Who made? Oh, I wonder who the manufacturer is. Never seen that before. Meow? Doesn't say meow. Made in Poland. Huh. I don't know. I believe I've ever seen that thing before. Okay. Now, let me see here. Hold on. Ha ha ha. The Three Bears. I always thought it was the Three Little Bears, but, well, that one is in the middle there getting his baby bottle. Maybe they couldn't fit little on there, so they just called it the Three Bears. That's supposed to be a bank. That's cute. $5. It is cute, though. Poor child. I'll think about that. I don't know how much I can make. I don't know how much I can do on it. But that is a cute little thing. I've never seen that before. La la la. That's a new Cobalt. I need some ice cube. Oh my word. Remember this? Didn't everybody have this in the 60s? And I seem to remember it in kind of a drab olive green color. I like it in this Wedgwood blue. I want to say when I was little, my parents had a few pieces of this. I don't know. I should know. Oh gosh, that was all over the place in the 60s. And you know it. Talk about it in the box below. You can talk about it. All right. Well, for Pete's sake, you know, whenever I see old binders like this, and they did call these albums back in the days when they were manufactured. This is from about 1905, 1908, 1909, and these are all 78 RPMs. And this is what would go inside your Victrola or your phonograph. And I'm just looking quickly to see if there's anything that would be... Now these are from the 40s. This is an old sleeve, but these are 1940s era. And you have to be so careful. You have to be very careful when you open up these sleeves because they'll break. The records will break just turning them in their sleeves. This one is Easter Parade, and oh, for Pete's sake, Irene. Oh, I can't get away from it. Who ever heard of Irene Records? I haven't. Eddie Brandt and Hollywood Hicks. Okay. I have to admit, I don't know Irene Records. There's the Wedding March. And there's The old OK label. There's Gene Autry. And okay, let's put these back. I like rain, I just don't like having to shout over it to talk to you. But I would rather talk to you in the rain than drive in it. I just made it back to my truck before the heavens let forth. And so I guess, can you hear me? Take a look. Wait. That's the view from my window. Well, here I am. It is a beautiful new store. And I'll let you see the outside when I finish shopping and tell you exactly where I am. But look at that over there. Ooh, I have to pick it up. Whether or not that is a big... Oh my gosh, is that almost a tankard? Who knows if that had a lid or not. That's $8.99. Let me at least put that down in the cart. We'll take a closer look at that a little bit later. That could be a really pretty vase, even if it's missing a lid, and I'm not sure that it ever had a lid. Okay, you'll recognize this, probably. This particular pattern. You see it's not marked on the bottom. So, what is it? I have to admit that it's escaping me at the moment. I know I've seen it a million times, and I'm sure everybody's screaming at me, but sometimes your brain just doesn't remember things. Okay, probably because I don't really purchase that. All right, there's some pretty lusterware. I find lusterware frequently, and but I don't usually purchase it. It's eggshell thin, and so it's very box greedy. You got to have a lot of boxes and a lot of room, even just to pack 4 cups, because you've got to have so much room. And so I do, unless it's really unusual in Art Deco, I kind of steer clear from the lusterware. Not that I don't like it, but in terms of running the business, there's another kitty cat. That's cute. And there's horses. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't complete my sentences, but you're used to that. Oh, there's one poor little hairpin, Newport, Hazel Atlas, Ritz Blue. Woo, $3.99 for one saucer. Ugh. All right. Well, let's see here. I believe I see a ball pitcher that I like, and that would be good old Anchor Hocking. That's a nice one with the little dots that are pushed in. Beep, 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 beep. So, is that Windsor? Ooh, that's a little icky sticky. That's why I have the handy wipes out in the car. But it's a cute little one. And if you're less than $6, I'll get you. You're $4.99. Get in that cart. I think I already have one of these, but now we'll have 2 to sell. And I think that might be Windsor. I'm a little sometimes confused on that because the diamonds are pushed in on it. You know what I mean. What's down here? Let's hope I can get back up. Look at that big punch bowl. Woo! Some ball jars. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not buying it. There's another Anchor Hocking ruby red punch bowl. I think I've got 3 of them in the basement. But look what happened when I got down on the floor. No, I'm not filming you. Lady on the other aisle who's looking at me funny. Look, that's cut glass. Oh, that is cut glass, and it's $5.99, and surely it's got, with all these little points on the top, yeah, so chippity dippity doo, probably too many chips for me. Princeton, New Jersey, beautiful town. Even if you're not interested in the university. Yep, that's old American cut. A lot of chips in that. All right, let's all cry at the same time. I can see from the side. Wah, wah, wah. Can you see what's wrong here? Oh, this poor thing. It's missing its leg. Drat. And it's the Fenton Lotus, the whole set. Okay, one foot is missing. Should I buy it anyway? It's cheap. I can get the bowl, and there's one good candlestick. Let's see what condition the bowl is in. No, that's chipped there, and it's chipped there. No way. Okay, so sadly, we have to say goodbye to you. Fenton Lotus, it's the complete set, but it is torn slam up, as they say in the South. Torn slam up. I learned that when I was down in North Carolina. Okay, but that's pretty, that purple thing, or amethyst. It's looking like a colonial piece, and it is $4.99. Of course, it's not antique, but it is lovely, and I might buy that. I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute. Now let me see. We'll back up here and turn in this direction. I love Christopher Cross on the radio. I hope that I'm not getting in trouble. All right, stemware. Boy, that looks like the 70s, doesn't it? And there's some King's Crown. It's got some fading on it, so we'll not go with those. Pieces of Blendo up there. Let's see. I don't know. So of course here's the beautiful books section. Buy 4 and get a 5th one free. That's kind of neat. Sporting goods. There's some clocks in front of us. Oh, and the record albums. I have to take a look at those. And the CDs. I'll do that off camera. I'll swing around and take a look at those. Oh dear, there's one of the little... Oh, a whole bunch of them. Are they all Christmas? They are. At least 3 of them are. I wonder how much the little golden books are. 49 cents, boy, I certainly do remember these as a child. Don't we all? Look at that, 1977. Look at Kitty at the fireplace. This is really bringing back, I don't know, but maybe I had this as a boy. I'm trying to remember. 1977. Did I have this one? Look, there I am. There's the ABC for Christmas. I'll have to see how much these little things are. That one's 1974. Not bad condition, but of course they have been read and handled, but they haven't been scribbled in. But there's music in the back of that. Let's take a look and see how much these little guys are. I might have to buy the 3 of them from the 1970s. Vacuuming in the nude and other ways to get attention. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, for those of you who want to know, not that it makes a great big difference, but I believe I am in Voorhees Township. The whole township thing in New Jersey is funny because there's township. Well, anyway, I'm in Voorhees Township. If you keep going, you wind up in Berlin. 2nd Avenue Thrift Shop. After this, we're going to go to the red, white, and blue. Okay, great. Let's talk about what I just bought at this thrift shop, which just opened when Vinny was here, but Vinny and I didn't get to come down here because that particular day we were doing something else. Look at that great big beautiful thing. Vase, tankard, what decorative porcelain. Ooh, I think that it probably never did have a lid. It doesn't seem as though it did. Oh my gosh, that has to be 14 inches tall, and look at how beautifully hand painted it is. It's gotten some wear. Somebody has grabbed a hold of it, but it doesn't have cracks or chips in it, and it's so beautifully painted, and it is marked on the bottom, Royal Pudding. No, it's not. It's marked Royal Vienna. I can see someone decorating with this and filling it up with, oh, gladiolas or hydrangeas, or my goodness, something nice. What's the joke, ladies? What are you laughing at? Look, here they go. There's a whole crowd of them going shopping, and they're having a good time. Look at them, look at them, look at them. They probably just had lunch. Boy, that made the drive worth it, didn't it? Heartbroken about that Fenton set, but you know what? That's why the ones that survive are even more valuable. Okay, so that came from here. And then I also bought, we won't get that, I already put that little anchor hocking picture back there, so there's no need to drag that back out. But I got 4 little Christmas books, all from the 1970s. And you know what, rather than sit here and go through all of them, we'll probably be selling these at a Christmas in July sale. And I better hurry up because July is almost out of here. And if I don't go ahead and sell these quickly, it'll be Christmas. So I haven't decided what I'm doing next Monday night. I normally take the last, in the summertime anyway, I take the last Monday night off. We'll see. I got a feeling I'm going to pop on next Monday night and do something. Yeah. Stay tuned. Now, from the first thrift shop, the one back in Maple Shade, Porcelain, and it's a little one, and it's one that you'll find, it's not rare, but I don't find this one as much as the others, especially in this little size. Now, I would have to go and look in my Porcelain book, which I have at the house. This might have been meant for hot water, to do tea at the table. The coffee pots are larger, but they might have just made a smaller version of this sea bird, which could be a flamingo, I suppose, because he's standing on that one leg. But it's in a deco style, and you see the Porcelain mark right there on the bottom. Made in Pennsylvania by the Porcelain Company. We talked about Porcelain before. Now it is wooden box time. Look at this one. Okay, I don't know what that T and the V stands for, but I'm gonna have to try to get that off of there. Okay, which is older, this or this? Which one is older? If you said this one, you're right, because of the style and the wood. This is oak, right? And that other thing was cedar. Now, when I saw the rubber band on it, I said, well, drat, the hinges are broken. Let's pull that rubber band off. And I can honestly say, this is the first one of these oak boxes, turn that radio down, that has no hinges. And guess what? It never did. Look, there's not a trace of a hinge anywhere. And there's the inside of the oak, which is unfinished. See the little fleck marks? That's the medullary rays from the way the oak is cut. And there's the inside of the box. Just had a lid that lifted up and down, never had a hinge, so that it would flap open like that. I love it. I also love the little brass card holder on the front, and an old gummy sticker. Remember those old stickers that you licked them? And I'll have to look really closely to figure out what it says right there. I might be able to read it later, but we'll get those letters off of there. I love, oh, look at that. Look what I found on the side. Bob. Boy, there's always a Bob somewhere, isn't there? My father was Robert, referred to as Bob, and my stepfather is also Bob. Okay, Bob. Let's get that back in there. I love that oak box. And then I have 2 other boxes, and then we'll hit the road to the next thrift shop. Look at that cedar, adorable little, probably a little sewing, just a little tiny little sewing box, and made of cedar. And this is probably something that was made in the 40s, maybe even the 1950s, the 40s or the 50s. We'll open it up, and I wish you could smell the inside of that, but you already know what that smells like. Do you have your granny's cedar chest? So we can open it there. And we can open it there. Good piece for an Unbreakables sale, huh? And then look, that's wonderful too. A recipe box in cedar again. And see, those are the hinges I was looking for on that oak box. And I wish you could smell the inside of that too. Beautiful, beautiful old cedar. And a nice old water transfer decal on the front. That's a nicely made box. So we have those 3 boxes, and now I'm going to roll this window up and put a little air conditioning on because it is humid. And I'm going to eat me a little cheese stick, which is melting here. Finish the rest of my iced coffee, and let's go to one more thrift store. Okie doke, here I am in the parking lot of the red, white, and blue thrift store, which was like, oh, not even half a mile away from the other one, maybe a mile. Now, I don't typically come to this thrift store unless I'm on my way to the Berlin Flea Market, because it's a clothing-heavy store and not so much on the bric-a-brac. So the half a dozen times I've stopped here, I haven't done very well, but you never know. Let's go. Okay, what looks really great ain't so great. Reproductions are fine if you're into it. I'm not necessarily into it. So this is reproduction here, back here in this pink. This isn't, this is nice. That's not old. I do like this. That's not old. This is pretty for 99 cents, this little tiny picture in green. And that plate right there is nice. But I'm going to pass on the reproduction depression glass pieces back there. This is a black glass leaf. And why does it say 3 pieces? Where are the other pieces that go to it? I don't see them. I'll have to keep looking. Okay, let's see. It is kind of tight in here. That's pretty for... Oh, that's pretty for $1.99. I will say this. What am I going to say? I'm going to say that prices are cheaper here than in most of the thrift stores that I go to. Yeah, at least that's my experience. Or it has been my experience. All right, moving right along here through the cookware department. Ooh. Okay, let's get it out of there and see what its price is and what its condition is. I'm thrilled that it has a lid. Oh, come here to me. You're from the 40s. You're $6? Okay, let me look at you. Okay. I think you might be coming with me because you're covered. Yeah. Let's take a closer look outside. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my bag. That's a 1940s kitchen piece. I love it. $6? Okay. Hold on. I want to take a closer look at those Christopher Columbus bookends over there. I think they might be from the 40s or 50s, but I'm going to pick them up. Oh, hello, Peach Poodle. Hello, little Peach Poodle. Oh, look at you. Did somebody make you in their ceramics class? They probably did. How much are your $8? I'm not going to buy that Peach Poodle. Okay, let me see here. Let's take a look at these. Oh, pardon me. Okay, they're nice and heavy. Yeah, they have that color felt. Now these could be... let's see if there was a mold mark on these originally. I don't recognize that mold. Okay, but this is something that's not from the 20s or 30s. I don't know how well. And it's $8 each for the Christopher Columbus bookends. Okay. I think I'll march onward. I think I'll march onward. You can see it's very heavy on the clothing in here. It's a big store, and because there's so much clothing, there are a lot of families, and they probably do very well here. Now here up in the Northeast, it's not back to school time yet. I know in parts of the country you're starting in another week or so, but we still don't start till after Labor Day, and that's kind of always the way that it's been. So I imagine some folks are doing some back to school shopping, but most of them really, I know when I was a kid, I didn't want it. I dreaded the words back to school because I loved summertime so much. So you have to look on top. Oh my word, look at all of the Legos. All boxed up in bags. That didn't make any sense, boxed up in bags. You know what I meant. And I know Legos have some value, but I don't know enough about Legos really to mess with them. Of course, I didn't know much about Barbie clothes either, but that was a little easier to manage than all those Legos. All right, back down here to the lamp section, and I think the music is going to be a little too loud, so we'll turn this off. Super condition on this Mixmaster, but I don't want to pay $34 for it. But boy, that looks like that was put away in an attic and not used. Yeah, I probably could double my money on that, but I don't know. Sometimes you're in the mood and sometimes you're not. I guess I'm not in the Mixmaster mood today. Okay, let's see what's going to happen now. What's going to happen now? Well, it's raining again, and as I was walking out of the store, this woman was in front of me with a cart, and she let the cart push the door open, and when she stepped out, she went, "Woo!" And I turned and I looked at her and I said, "Do you always sing soprano when you step out in the rain?" And you know what? She was in the same doggone concert that I was in just last Saturday night. She said, "Ooh, I'm still singing." I said, "Still singing what?" We had this little conversation. She was in the soprano section at the Ocean Grove concert. Anyway, it's raining again, and I really, as you could see, there wasn't a whole lot to, well, unless you do a lot of secondhand clothing. If you do clothing, that's the spot for you. Now that there is another thrift store, it does kind of make it worth it to stop at both of these on my way to the Berlin flea market when I go. So the only thing that I got today was, and this is the Universal Cambridge, you know, we've all seen that label before. And it's a kitchen piece from the 40s, and cute. One that I haven't had before. I love that decal. Look at that. The wallpaper, the little kitchen table. And the little closet, china closet there with the little kitchen glass, and you probably can't tell, but the table is actually set for one. Look at that. There's a placemat and a little tumbler and a cup and saucer. So cute, and it looks like it's in really good condition. And, I paid $6 for it. But 1940s kitchen, it's my speed. It's the kind of thing I like to sell. You know that. Okay. Now it's off to get a cold drink. And I don't know what's going to happen next. That might be it. Now what on earth am I going to do with a quarter sawn antique oak table for $8.99? I know what I am going to do with it. I'm going to put it into the back of my truck. That's what I'm going to do with it. Good folks. Oh, every time I see something like this, you know, my mind goes back to the 1980s when I was first getting into the antique business, quote unquote, as a teenager. Oh my gosh. And these things were, oh, let me get back down here. Okay, beautiful. These wonderful sort of cabriole legs. And this type of thing, it can be a very small library table, a lamp table, a fern table. It's just an oak occasional table for a sitting room or a parlor, and it dates to about 1900. A little bit before, a little bit after. It has its original finish that's golden oak, and it's coming home with me. Oh my word. Well, I still can't believe I paid $8.99 for that table. I love me some oak. How many fans of oak do we have out there? Now, I like mahogany and walnut too. What a find, what a find. Now that's going to be a little bit more than I'd like to pay for it, but these days it seems like in thrift shops we're all paying a little bit more than we'd like to. Seems like everything has gone up. But anyway, you know, I'm going to go ahead because of the completeness. Now we've got the cream sugar bowl with the lid and the underpants. Now I'm going to be able to pair this with one of my many chrome percolators that I found without creams and sugars, and it'll go with them very nicely, and we'll have a nice little set to sell to someone. I'm also going to buy this. I'm sure it's not any older than the 1950s, and it may even be newer than that. I believe I can get those marks off of there. I just think it has a great look. Empire State Building, New York. I guess if I really study my buildings and really study that skyline, we might be able to date it. But then again, not necessarily, because it could be an old-fashioned picture, you know? The typography or font on there is telling me that it's definitely not 1920s, 30s, 40s, or 50s. But it's made of aluminum. I didn't see anything on the back. There might be something underneath of that sticker that would help me. I like the look of it. So I'm buying it because of its decorative appeal. I think to somebody who likes cocktail shakers and chrome and that kind of thing, I think that would be something they'd like to add to their collection. Okie doke. Let's see, is this Old Christmas? Is this Old Christmas? Nope, nope. No, it is not Old Christmas. And that's not Old Christmas either. But they have put Christmas things out. Yeah, I know who that is, or who it's trying to be, and I don't normally... I know, everybody's going to say Anna Lee, so we'll go ahead and show you. There it is. And yes, they have some value, but they do have some value, yes. Anyway, how much is that one? That one is $4.99. There's a whole bunch of them. Here's another one. Is this the real thing, or is it a knockoff? Nope, that's one of those Anna Lee's. We'll leave them from somewhere. We'll leave them for someone else. Yes, I'm leaving money on the table, but I don't have to buy everything. Look at her. 2005. Oh gosh, these are like from the 70s and 80s with that little crystallized. That's homemade Christmas there. Now, that's my speed. Walking up and down the aisles, you train your eye to look for certain colors. That tells me, hello, I'm from the 30s. Get out of there. Ooh, $2.99. Get in there. All right, let's see. It's a nice one. Ugh. It's not old. There's is that one of the Westinghouse or the GE? Yeah, in Clear or Hamilton Beach. That's cool. And some mid-century dip and chip. And there's German. Boy, that's chunky. Look at that. That is a chunky one. Oh gosh, and that thing weighs 10 pounds. Oh my word, is that old McKee Innovation? Good heavens, I think it is. Boy, if I dropped that on my foot, that is heavy. Deceptively heavy. Okay, let's wrap this up. Now, in case you're new to the old curiosity shop or don't know me very well, nothing wrong with the Anna Lee. Yep, there's money there, and I was happy to leave it on the table. I don't just buy and sell anything, and that is a particular item that's out of the date range that I like to sell. So I'm more than happy for someone else to come along who will be thrilled to find all of that Anna Lee Christmas decor. But very quickly, okay, I love me a 1930s rolling pin. You saw this chrome cream and sugar set with the lid and the under plate. This is so decorative. I love it. I'm almost certain I can get it clean. And I'm just wondering if there's any mark back here at all that might give us an indication. Trying to peel this off very quickly while I'm on camera, and there is nothing on the back. Not a problem. I just think that has such a cool decorative look to it for people who like cityscapes and whatnot. And then the only other thing, take a look at this. It's Federal, isn't it? No, it is good old Anchor Hawken. And, oh, it's a Ziggy. Okay, 1979. Well, it says on there, I'm sweet enough as it is, black. Love it. So, black coffee, I need a little bit of cream in mine, but not necessarily that much sweetener. Okay, Ziggy 1979. Now I've got to go and get myself some more packing materials and drag myself back to the bungalow because my workday is not over yet. I've got stuff to pack, some filming to do, produce this video, and decide what I'm going to do for my next live sale. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me on my trips. What did you like? What didn't you like? Talk about it in the box below, and I'll see you the next time. Until then, wait for the cat, and so long for now.